Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Red Rocks. It is the official first live ever show where we're in person and not little boxes on your YouTube. We finally reached it. We made it to the Mecca. Everyone has their Red Rock show, and now we join iconic groups like Hanson and Bare Naked Ladies to grace the stage. You can see they're setting up right behind us for the live Q&A right after this for your fantasy football
That
genius.
Hanson 99 just blew the roof off this place.
But was it 99? I bet you it was 99. He has the live album. Anyway, I'm your host, Wayne Cavati. We're here for an episode of 3 Now where we're just going to talk. It's going to be an interesting show for sure, but I'm joined by the best two co-hosts in fantasy football, Mike Professor Dunton and Fanduel Fee Fiamano. Gentlemen, Dunton, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Shout out to the gum scrapers here at Red Rocks.
Yeah,
There's literally guys scraping gum off the bottom of the benches at this beautiful facility. So everyone, stop putting your gum here.
They're definitely doing great work.
Yeah.
Great work. Shout out to them. Fee, what do you think?
I think this is absolutely amazing. I love this place. It's beautiful, and yeah, this is going to be a fun one.
I mean, our first live show from the greatest live show of all time. I mean, Dave Matthews live at Red Rocks, 95.
And we're
That
overwhelmed
was
by
30
the amount of
years
people that
ago.
have come out to see the first live episode.
I mean,
it's just-
tens of
it's
people.
tens of people.
Don't forget the other thing.
Oh, yeah.
Special.
And apparently there's a special guest that might make an appearance on today's episode. So stay tuned because you never know who you'll see. Oh, wait, there he is now, the one and only Taco.
For the record, that is the original Taco. There is no copyright infringement on the league. He was first. Our league started in 99.
98.
Well, but he joined
98.
Taco, right?
He was Taco when I met him in 97. So
And he's
yeah.
never won the championship.
Never ever won the championship. And
He is the real deal.
the real
if anyone
Taco.
has copyright.
We'll
infringement.
get some words from Taco later on.
Yeah, we're gonna change locales in a bit.
Yeah,
Is
we're
that
gonna
correct,
go-
producer
we're gonna
director
go
Wayne?
Talk a little fantasy football somewhere where we could sit down, but we don't. We're actually going to talk a little football right now. We found a nice little nook here, and we're going to talk some of the moves that happened in the last week since our player rankings, which were the most important episode of fantasy football you'll ever watch.
Hold on, can I interrupt you real fast? We're standing here filming a fantasy podcast, and Allentown by Billy Joel is playing. Dwayne, you've dominated the league, and Allentown is playing. Just so you know. Okay, they knew. Go ahead.
Okay, so obviously we got to kick things off with the big news. There was obviously just a few days ago there was a major move with fantasy implications that not only became a meme across the internet, it became somewhat of a joke amongst people too. So, Fee, we'll start with you. What do you think of the fantasy impact of Mr. Travis Swift?
Travis Swift.
It's totally
I
gonna
don't,
work. It's a great
I don't-
name.
I don't know. Maybe he plays better. Who knows?
Or do you think that this is him cashing it in and he's not mentally there? Do you think this will
It's
ruin
tough.
the mental focus? Because he was my first tight end picked in fantasy football. So,
I think it shouldn't be, right? I think it's all said and done now, right? Other than their actual wedding. Maybe that happens in the offseason, so he'll be fine.
sure
They're
that's gonna
not getting
happen.
married this year. They're getting married next year when he's retired, and he's gonna go out on top.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think it's fabulous for him. And Travis Swift is a great name for a
Yeah,
international spy. Like, it's perfect.
totally
Uh-huh.
caught me off guard with that one.
Yeah. I know. I whipped that one out. That was not on the script. I went off script on that one. But no, let's get back to the script because the real move, which was made a joke of, and also NFL memes, was Micah Parsons. I know we don't do IDP, but Fee, obviously it had an impact if you draft defenses. The Packers defense just bulked up, but it does have an impact on both the Cowboys and Packers. Talk about your thoughts a little bit, Fee.
It should help the Cowboys' offense. Their defense is not going to be nearly as good, right? So their offense should be on the field, hopefully a little more. I think that's how that works. But so I think it's a good thing for the Cowboys' offensive players, and really great for the Packers' D. Yeah, sure, they're gonna probably kill it.
Dutton, you go, and then I'll
I think it's fabulous for Dak Prescott and CD Lamb fantasy owners because of what Fee said. There's a lot of offensive fantasy goodness, Fee used to call it, right? Because they are going to be on the field a lot. That defense is going to be bad. Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
So there's a lot of talk that, and Fee, you and I talked about this yesterday, that Green Bay is automatically now Super Bowl contenders because of this move.
Well, I said, why are people saying they are Super Bowl
Yeah,
contenders?
but people are, and I agree with you. So
Okay.
Dutton, you're kind of a Green Bay enthusiast. Do you see this as making them a Super Bowl contender, which would elevate, not alleviate, elevate everyone else on the Packers offense if they're going to be this team that's to be reckoned with?
Okay, so let me ask you this question: before Micah Parsons joined the Packers, would you consider the Packers a playoff contender?
A playoff contender, absolutely. We're
Okay, so
talking a
now,
Super Bowl
okay,
contender.
so now you're adding Micah Parsons to the Packers. So does that make them more of a playoff contender? Right? Which
I don't
then
think it's any less.
I think it makes them more. Here's the thing: their defense is good. Their defense just got really better, and their offense should be good enough now that a top 5 defense that just added Micah Parsons, their offense shouldn't have to worry about having to score 40 points a game. But if they can put up 28 to 35 points a game, they're gonna be very happy. So I don't think it hurts them. And I think it actually maybe makes them a little bit less stressed that they have to be the reason they win. And maybe that relaxes Jordan Love a little bit and he has a better season.
That's a fair point. Fee, are they Super Bowl winners?
You
No.
said contenders,
I
not
know,
winners.
I know.
I guess you could call them contenders, but I still don't think they're going to be in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, yeah. We got a little wide receiver news. Rashee Rice is out for 6 games. What does that do? Just talk about this a little bit. What does that do for the Kansas? What does that do for Mahomes? Because it's yet again a long streak he has to go without, who's probably his best receiver when it's all said and done. But what does that do for Xavier Worthy? What does that really do for Travis Kelce for 6 weeks of the season? And what does it do for fantasy owners that gambled and know they're going to lose him for the first 6 games and not ongoing and maybe the last 6 games? Dutton, you start.
First, we have until tomorrow at 2 o'clock, I think, where Tyreek Hill could still be traded from the Dolphins. So pay attention to that, especially with the suspension. And second, yes, I think it elevates Travis Kelce. I also think it elevates Isaiah Pacheco, right? Because they're going to run the ball more. Xavier Worthy, maybe. I don't know. But I'm looking at just all the offense on the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't know. Was Rashee Rice going to make them that much better? He hadn't really proved it to me yet. So I don't know if it hurts them very much. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yes, it does. I agree 100% with everything you just said.
Okay, so another wide receiver that moved that will have minimal impact, but will have some fantasy impact is Adam Thielen. It went back to his roots.
He
went
was
back
not feeling it at home here. But go
He
ahead.
was not feeling it in Carolina, yeah. But
That's my home. That's why I said that.
He's a reliable wide receiver. Jordan Addison's out for 4 weeks. So, Fee, to you, my question is, what does this do for the Minnesota wide receiver room and JJ McCarthy? And what does it do for the Carolina receiver room that also cut Hunter Renfrow this week? So it chopped 2 veterans in a very young receiving room.
So to start, I think that Thielen probably isn't. I still don't think he's a fantasy relevant receiver. I mean, maybe like a 3rd guy or 4th guy on your bench or something like that. But I don't think it changes much for him. But what it will do is maybe open up a little bit more for Justin Jefferson. So that might be helpful for Justin Jefferson people because he seems to be dropping in drafts until later in the first round. And then for Carolina, I think that it helps all their guys that are on the field currently, right? Like Xavier Legette and Coker and who's the Ted
McMillan.
So yeah, it's definitely helpful for those guys. I think.
I think it helps Ted McMillan for sure. I think it helps Adam Thielen, honestly, and JJ McCarthy. Adam Thielen's going to have like 60 targets because JJ McCarthy is going to drop back and throw the ball real fast, and that's perfect for Adam Thielen.
Yeah.
So watch out for that. Yeah, everything you guys said, it's interesting. I mean, he was not feeling it in Carolina. He made that very clear. So.
I mean, he disappears once Addison comes back. So after 4 games, which
Right.
means he's not really much of a bye week replacement because we're not into the heart of buys. in the
4
first
weeks.
4
He'll have the first 4 weeks. He'll have 29 targets in the first 4 weeks.
I do think in the first 4 weeks he's a viable flex option as the wide receiver too to Justin Jefferson because of the attention that Jefferson commands. You got Hawkinson in the middle, and you need that reliable
Touchdown,
guy,
TJ.
like you said, that's going to get 15 targets a game. Let's move on to the backfield and the Cowboys. What?
Yeah, nothing. Go.
15 targets.
15 targets. That's a lot of targets.
2,500 targets a game. 1 million.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Cowboys running backs room. Javonte Williams was named RB1, which means Jaden Blue, the rookie, and Miles Sanders, the now journeyman, are probably a true running back by committee. What do you make of it, Dunton? You could start. Do you draft any of these guys?
I don't draft them, but I pay attention to Jaden Blue because if the Cowboys defense is going to be as bad as we think it is, the Cowboys are going to want to keep their defense off the field. So pay attention to Jaden Blue. That's what I would say.
I kind of like Javonte Williams a little bit, just because he's going to be the lead back there. And yes, I know that if they're going to be behind, maybe Blue gets a lot of their receiving targets. But Javonte Williams was used to be a pretty good running back. So I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. But I think you want Javonte Williams over anybody else in that running back room.
Yeah, I think I want Jaden Blue, like you said. I think a rookie. They're going to be out of it. They're definitely going to hand the reins over to him sooner than later. Javonte Williams, what?
Nothing. I said jerks.
Javonte Williams. I disagree with you, Fee. I think he's washed. I think what we're seeing, like you said, he used to be good. He used to have that quick speed and be a good receiving, and he hasn't rushed for over 4 yards a carry in 2 seasons now. I think the injuries have done him in. I don't get why he's RB1, and I guess the answer is because Jaden Blue isn't ready, and Miles Sanders is your other option.
Here you go, Wayne. Here you go. Here's a little Easter egg for your Swiftie friends out there. Are the Cowboys tanking for Arch?
Every week. Every week, Dunton has it. Are they? You tell us. You
I mean,
are the Archie Man
think about
conspiracy
it. He is
leader.
playing for Texas right now. What time is it? I don't even know what time it is because of time change. But Texas plays Ohio State today.
Oh, yeah, they're playing right now.
Right? Jerry Jones needs something to happen in Dallas to make them relevant, and they are not relevant at all. But that would be a story. So pay attention to that if they're starting the season 0-4, which they really could.
They really could. They could start the season without a win. Brian Robinson, staying in the backfield, has gone to San Francisco. Fee, what do we see in the Washington
The soundtrack
backfield?
at this place is amazing. I'm just letting everybody know at this live show.
Are we living on a prayer?
We are living on a prayer right now.
Hopefully it's picking up in the microphone.
It'd be
a little bit for
amazing.
You're listening to us, but then they kick us off YouTube for copyright.
Yep, so you can't hear anything.
We
It's
focus.
not our fault.
Bon Jovi's always taking the attention away from everyone. That handsome stud of a man. But listen,
Great
we gotta
hair.
Get it back to Brian Robinson here. Brian Robinson went to the 49ers. What do you make of the Commanders' fate of the Commanders' backfield, which did sign Terry McLaurin?
Yeah, no. Listen, it's helpful for Eckler and the other guy,
McCory, yeah.
McCory, Krosky,
Yeah.
Merritt,
Rookie.
something or other.
Rookie.
That guy.
There's a reason Brian
It's
Robinson's
definitely
in
helpful
San
for both of those
Francisco.
guys. I don't think Eckler is an every down back, so they're going to split a lot of stuff. So it's hard for you, right, fantasy wise, because now you're dealing with a running back by committee. So that's tough for them. I don't think it really does much in San Francisco other than make what's his name?
Christian McCaffrey.
No, the other guy who got traded.
Jordan Mason.
Yeah.
got traded.
No,
Brian Robinson.
Brian Robinson. Right. He's just a handcuff. That's what I got.
He's there because Christian McCaffrey's Achilles is living on a prayer. So there you have it.
I think it's more than that for Brian. I think it's more than that for Brian Robertson because it gives the San Francisco 49ers a legitimate player that's handled RB1 duties.
Because he's going to need to.
Right, and he could also ease McCaffrey in slowly and make sure that he is as healthy as everyone's saying how healthy he is. So I think that's a big move. I think Brian Robertson, obviously his stock has disappeared, not the feature back anymore, but I think he still has fantasy stock. I guess my question for either one of you is, let's say you drafted Brian Robinson and Austin Eckler like I did in the Scott Fishbowl draft, which is in the ungodly month
Shameless
of July.
plug.
The ungodly month of July. So now I have Brian Robinson and Austin Eckler. Do you start Austin Eckler week 1 at RB1 because it's
Yes,
technically
week
his
1 you do.
backfield?
You have to week 1. And then
Or do you not trust it at all and see?
No, you start him week 1, and then after that, you're like, oh, that was a bad move, but I had to try it.
Yep.
And then,
Yep.
yeah,
You
right?
think so too?
Yep, I agree.
All right, I'm going to put
They're
him in.
playing-
I'm
they're
riding
playing
with
the
the
Giants.
They're playing the Giants.
which you said is like one of the sneaky best front 7 in
Oh,
football.
that is true. You have said that.
I did say that. Yeah.
Maybe you don't start him. Maybe you pay attention to him.
Isn't Eckler like more like the receiving back?
He's
He
the
is.
third
If they're
down.
gonna if they're going to cause them problems, then maybe
Right.
Eckler's the guy to have rather than McCory, Krosky. Yeah, the rookie, that guy.
And they also said Chris Robinson might get short yardage work. So now you're talking about a 2 RBBC,
All right,
right?
maybe you don't start.
Maybe you don't start him. You didn't tell us all the information.
Three heads is better than one, right?
Right, 3 heads is better than 1. Okay, that moves us on to like what I think is going to be the really fun part of the show. And if you remember, a few years ago, we had the the fantasy football players you need to win a championship. Like not the big names that everyone knows you draft at number 1 or 2, but the quiet guys. So we're gonna go around, Robin, and I'll let you. Dunton's whipping his out right now. That's what she said.
That was
And
very
was I
inappropriate. He
supposed to
meant I was
do
getting out
something?
my phone to read my notes.
So I'm gonna let Dutton start with some under the radar fantasy players.
He asked me for under the radar. He didn't say that you have to win your championship. Just so we're all listening at home.
But these are
the
the guys that
question changed.
I
now.
think
I
every
did
one
not
of these
answer that.
guys. I think every one of these guys is gonna help you win a championship. So
Okay,
Dutton, go
so
ahead.
here's my 3. I have 2 wide receivers for you and 1 tight end. Wide receiver Matthew Golden of the Green Bay Packers. I really think the Packers invested a first-round pick in this guy. I think he is the dude. I really do. And you'll be very happy to have him. Second one for you. Under the radar, because you would have thought he would have been the star of Hard Knocks, and he was not. And I think it's because he's grinding, and that's Keon Coleman. Watch out for Keon Coleman this year. Josh Allen, everyone's talking about Josh Palmer being in Buffalo. I'm telling you, Keon Coleman and Josh Allen have had a year together and an entire offseason. Pay attention to that. And then my tight end special for everyone, A.J. Barner. Pay attention to that
I
one.
like that one.
So there's my 3 under the radar guys for you. Fee?
Fee, you want to go?
So the few guys that I have are very under the radar because a lot of people aren't expecting a whole lot from them. The first one is DeAndre Swift
I like
in
him too.
Chicago. If their offense is as good as everybody says they're going to be, and Caleb Williams is firing at all those receivers, they're going to need to be able to run the ball, and DeAndre Swift is their guy. So he's number 1. What about potentially Jamison Williams on the Lions? He started out with a lot of hype earlier this summer, but I feel like people have not been talking about him lately.
Yeah.
So still an incredible offense. Still the same guys. Goff should be slinging it. So he's my second guy. My third guy is potentially, let's see, maybe. I hate to say this, but maybe David Njoku.
Oh, I said him, and you guys made fun of me.
Yeah, I did.
Yes,
Oh,
when
really?
I ranked him in the top 10 tight ends.
You ranked him in the top 4.
No, I did not.
Yes,
he was
you
in the
did.
top 10.
I had him
got it on
in my
video.
top 10. I had him in my top 10. But Njoku with the Browns,
Might have been
listen,
6.
he's been great for the last few years. He's just been overshadowed by a lot of, really good tight ends.
Live shows are great.
But he should give you average play. So
I'm definitely on the Keon Coleman train. Joshua Palmer's good. Khalil Shakir, they're good, but Keon Coleman's going to become the alpha dog, 100%. And when you're Josh Allen's top target and favorite weapon, I don't understand how you're not going to be. Yeah, where he's getting drafted late. He's going to win you championships, and it's almost a consensus pick because
He won me a championship last year.
Another guy I have that I've told you both I love is Wan'Dale Robinson. The guy was
Target machine.
he was the 13th most targeted wide receiver in football last year
No.
without a competent.
13.
No, not wide receiver,
Yep.
receiver.
Yep,
Because
get it
Brock
right.
Bowers and Trey McBride were included in that. That's like 130 people
We figured it out. Top 10%
100
yesterday.
He's top 10% of targets, and now he had no competent quarterbacks last year. Wait, let's take a side note. Fee?
yes,
Tony Cutlets.
yeah.
Tommy Cutlets all
Tommy
gone.
Cutlets.
Any
How you
any
feeling?
parting words? He's on the Patriots now.
I was happy to have him, and I love that he was a Giant, and once a Giant, always a Giant. So yeah, I hope he does well in New England.
Okay, bring on back.
Touching on the heartstrings of Giants fans everywhere.
Another guy, Fee, I believe you mentioned him just a little bit ago. I think Corey Leggett. Xavier Leggett gets a huge boost. I think we saw down the stretch with Bryce Young. The three of us have talked about how we liked what we saw. And during that last 6-game stretch, he averaged over 6 targets a game. So I think as Bryce Young gets more comfortable, Adam Thielen's gone. I think the second wide receiver option is his alone. And I think he's a breakout. And then the last one I got for you is a quarterback, Justin Fields. I honestly think, Fee, you said it. I think he has too many weapons, Justin Fields. He's got Garrett Wilson, Brees Hall, Braylon Allen's getting it. Everyone is loving their rookie tight end. I think he has too many weapons to fail, and he's got legs. He's going to have, 8 to 10 rushing touchdowns automatically on that team. So
He looked good in that drive against the Bills. He marched 94 yards down the field like it was nothing.
that was there anyone else you guys wanted to add? Do you guys want to bring the host?
Here
with the most
here he
in?
is. We have him
He
live
can't come over here.
and in person. Yeah, he can come over
Not
here.
with that anymore.
Why not?
Because it's closed.
Oh.
That's the restaurant.
Oh,
This
oh,
is
well,
okay,
other part of
okay.
the
So
area.
then
Yep.
stay there.
as always, he is unpredictable.
leave it there.
Live
There.
television is
There's
unpredictable.
no way
You
you're getting
can't
in the
see
shop,
him.
but he's waving to
He's
us.
waving to
There.
him.
It's the original taco. Copyright. You want to come at us?
Infringement.
Come at us. We have proof. It's on the trophy.
Yep.
Someone else.
Anyway.
Wait. He's making his way over
Oh my
here.
God! He just hopped the fence.
He did. He did literally hop the fence.
What are you guys doing?
Well, we were filming this here
Nope.
Just hanging
podcast
out?
for you. Do you have anything you want to add to the show, Todd?
No, I'm just really excited to be here. This is great. Hi guys. Is this live?
This is live.
Is this on right now?
Is this thing on?
Is this thing on?
Oh, this is great. Hey, I want to say hi to everybody back home. Hi. Hello. Hi. Go Birds. Go Birds.
How do we turn
Don't
this off?
trust
How do we
these
turn
guys.
this off?
I'll never win a
Hey,
championship
do yourself a favor. Give yourself-
in 100 years. And yeah.
Get him off. Where's security?
Hey.
Yeah, security.
Oh, hi.
Security.
I'll talk to you guys soon. Good
Okay, yep,
talking. Hi,
security.
Mom. Hello.
All right. That we're
Really on?
Yeah.
What does this do?
don't hit that button.
Which one?
That's the self eject button.